Hello guys, and welcome back to another video here today at the Startup Brain TV, the platform to help you boss up and create wealth for yourself. Now, if you're new to my channel is all about business, entrepreneurship, and bossing up online. So if you're interested in all that type of content, be sure to hit the red subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit that bell notification button because that's the only way you will be notified each time I release a new video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about starting an online boutique versus a brick and mortar store and what, in my opinion, I think is the best way to go about it, okay? So if you're interested in finding out more, you better stay tuned and watch this video till the end. So the first thing, of course, that would determine whether or not to go online or offline is your finance and capital that you've got available. Now, do you have enough money to access a brick and mortar store? You really need to think about your budget, think about the resources you currently have available to you. Now, if you're saying you're going to go out and get a bank loan or get a grant from a friend or family to get a brick and mortar store, then it's probably not a good idea to start with a brick and mortar store because you simply can't physically afford it. Now, if you do have the money to open a brick and mortar store, then it's really down to you, okay? If you don't have access to the money physically with you right now, I'm talking your own money, not money you're getting from a bank loan, because that's just extra expenses that we don't need for our boutique, okay? If you don't have that finance physically accessible to you to be able to afford a brick and mortar premises because it's pretty expensive, then it's probably not a good idea to look into starting as a brick and mortar. And you may want to try the online route, which is a lot much more cheaper as well, okay? So think about your finances. Can you physically afford a brick and mortar store? If not, start online. Pick up your consistency online, and then, once you're making sales online, you can use those profits to reinvest in your brick and mortar if you must have one, okay? If you're going to be starting a brick and mortar store, you need to invest a lot of money buying inventory in advance because that store needs to be stocked up. If you don't have enough inventory, people are just going to walk in and out of your shop because you don't have enough inventory to display for them. Again, that's another expense for your brick and mortar store, by the way. So you have to think about the premises, the rents, think about the inventory you've got available there. Is it enough to make that money that you want to make? If you want to make 6 figures a year, do you have 6 figures worth of inventory, and do you have 6 figures worth of people around that can come into your store and make that money? Another thing to decide whether to go online or offline is to think about your audience. What type of products are you selling? Because when you think about it, with a brick and mortar store, you're really only appealing to people around your local area, not just even your local area, but people around the street you're selling in and people that frequent those streets as well. Quick story, I had a friend who actually opened a brick and mortar store, and she was selling nice, lovely, colorful clothes that were perfect for the summer. Now, I'm based in Scotland where we barely have any sunshine and it's always cold majority of the times of the year. I actually visited her once. We sat down in her boutique and people were coming and watching through the shop front and just walking away because everything looked nice, colorful. Her presentation was on point. The location was amazing, but nobody was coming in to buy, because the products she was selling did not appeal to the local audience. People looking for warm clothes, winter clothes. They're not really looking for colorful things. And to make it worse, she launched the boutique in the winter. So no one's going to be buying a colorful bikini in the winter because where they're going to be wearing it to, okay? So you really need to think about your location, think about the type of things people around that area wear. Is it a cold place? Are you based in a hot location? Then you can think about more of summery colors. If you're based somewhere more sort of cold all year round or majority of the year, think about things that people wear on a daily basis around that area because these are the people that will be buying your products. Don't invest in products because you think it's going to be cool to sell those products and then end up not selling those products. So of course, with my friend I was talking about, she ended up closing down the boutique after 2 months because no one was really buying the products because she had good products, but she was targeting the wrong geographical location. So think about these things, what products are you selling? Is it worth opening the brick and mortar store, and is it really going to get you sales from your local audience? You need to really analyze the environment you live in. And if you're selling swimwear in a cold country, then maybe you should stay online because you can then appeal to people in other parts of the world, in even warmer countries. And one thing I love about starting online is the fact that your customers can come from different parts of the world. Majority of my customers come from the United States. I'm in the United Kingdom and I get sales from the USA all the time, and because I'm online. Whereas if I had a brick and mortar store right here, then only limiting my option to people here in my local area. I do get a lot of local sales as well, but they're not as much as what I get from people that are based in other parts of the world and even other parts of the United Kingdom as well. So think about that as well. Think about what you're trying to sell, and if it really makes sense to have a physical store, and you know, if it works that way and you feel that people around your area will definitely support your business and your business will be successful by being offline, then go for it by all means, okay? But one thing you need to understand, of course, is that, you know, there's other options to have that physical vibe to your business. You can have pop-up shops, you know, on a monthly basis or weekly basis, where your friends and people can actually come and shop for those products without having to hire a whole premises and maintain that on a monthly basis, because it does get pretty expensive. And nobody cares if you're making a sale or not. You have to keep up the payments, especially if you're renting that premises. And even if you buy that premises, you still need to recoup all your money back, okay, to break even. And this business is a very, very tough business, okay? So you're gonna have to sell, make a lot of sales. It's a volume-based business. If there's not that many people around your local area to really get your business to the successful stage that it needs to get to, if you want to make 6 figures a year, but your population is not up to 6 figures, it's not going to work, right? So really think about all these things when you're thinking about starting a brick and mortar store versus online. My recommendation, I don't have a brick and mortar store because personally, my audience comes from other parts of the world. So I don't see the point investing in a brick and mortar store to an audience that isn't presently really shopping from me that much, okay? So I stick online. Maybe in the future, I may go brick and mortar if my business eventually blows up. It may be in a different location because I know it simply won't work in my location right here, okay? So think about your location, think about the people that shop around you, and then you can use that to determine if it's best for you to start online or really get yourself a physical store, okay? The last thing you want to do is invest. Make the mistake my friend made years ago. Invested in a shop, got excited. Nobody wanted the products because she was selling some bright color products in a cold country and nobody was interested in it, okay? So think about your audience, the type of products you're selling. Who are you targeting? Do they live around your area? And are you going to get consistent sales as well? Because you need to make sure the business is eventually sustainable. If you know 5 people around your area that will be shopping from you, that's not enough. You need more than 5 people to maintain a boutique business. It's a volume-based business. Think about population, location, type of products you're selling. Does it correlate with that environment? If not, stay online, okay? See how it goes. And even starting online is a great way to test the market, test how well you can run a business, and really appeal to a wider audience, okay? You're not limiting yourself. You don't have to pay rent or pay a lease, pay, you know, all this extra overhead costs that you don't need and you're not even aware of because you're just starting and you're not guaranteed that you're going to make any sales, okay? Now, if you really want to be offline, you can try having a brick and mortar and also be online. So these are other ways to run your business as well. So I hope you guys found this video useful in deciding whether to go physical, brick and mortar, or to stay online. And of course, your decision is down to a lot of different factors: how much money you've got available, your local audience, you know, the population around where you live. Is it enough people to purchase your products and actually make you consistent sales and enough money to sustain your business and pay your rent as well, okay? So think about all those things before you decide whether to start an online boutique, online or offline, okay? And again, if you're still struggling to start your online boutique, then do feel free to check out my book, The Online Boutique CEO. It's currently available on Amazon right now on literally every platform. It's currently a bestseller. You can purchase the book if you're more into reading, or if you want more sort of actionable steps and courses and guides to really take you from A to Z, then check out the Run Boutique Business Kit as well, which contains basically everything, not just a starting the boutique guide, but you actually get access to the tools and resources that you need to run that boutique business, okay? And again, if you want to see more of this type of videos, be sure to hit the red subscribe button down below, leave your comments down below, and I look forward to catching up with you guys in my next video. Bye for now.